Hey everybody, so today I am going to be teaching you a couple of moves that are great for increasing the range of motion in your shoulder, otherwise known as shoulder mobility. So shoulders, it's really important to keep them strong and mobile. They're a ball and socket joint, but the socket of the shoulder joint is pretty shallow. So it's pretty easily dislocatable or easily injurable. And it's really important to keep the shoulders and the shoulder girdle, the shoulder joint and the shoulder girdle, both strong and mobile. So this video is all about mobility, and I'm gonna show you 3 different exercises for that. The first one you're gonna need a strap for. And you can do this seated or standing. You're gonna take your strap and hold it taut so that it's just slightly less wide than your full wingspan. So holding it taut out in front of you, you're gonna inhale that strap up overhead, keep the elbows straight, and then exhale it down behind you. And if that doesn't come easily for you, you're gonna stay right here. You're not gonna bend your elbows to kind of wiggle that strap down. You're just gonna stay and open. So from back behind, you'll inhale it up and exhale it down in front. And then you walk those hands in a little bit, inhale it up, keep the strap tight, keep the elbows straight, exhale behind, inhale it up, and exhale down in front. And then you'll just keep going, walking those hands in a little bit every time. And then there's a point for everybody that, I like to call it the stuck point that you reach, where you get stuck, and you get stuck right about here, and you're gonna want to bend your elbows to get that strap back behind you, but then you're taking it out of the shoulder. So you really want to just focus in on the shoulder, keep the elbows totally straight, not locked, but straight. Keep that strap tight, and when you reach the stuck point, you just stay there and you wait for an opening. And if the opening doesn't happen, that's also okay. So maybe you reach the stuck point and you're sitting and breathing or standing and breathing, and eventually you slowly get the strap down behind you, keeping your elbows straight the whole time. That might happen. Or you might reach the stuck point and you might not go anywhere, and it might feel really, really intense, and you might hate me for even suggesting this, but you're just gonna stay and you're gonna breathe. And when you're done with it, you come back up and out and you release. And you know that exercise can be very, very intense. So it's always good to start with a little bit of warm up before doing that. But your shoulders are very intimately connected with your heart chakra. So you might find that as you're moving through this part of your body, stuff comes up that is a little bit scary, or it starts to feel really intense for you, and there might be emotions that come up. Make space for those things and know that it might happen and it might not. So that's the first exercise. The second exercise for shoulder mobility that I really love to use is a front of the shoulder pectoral opener. So you come down onto your belly. You have your arms out in cactus, and the arms might be a little bit, so you might take your elbows a little higher than your shoulders, or you might just line up elbows and shoulders. And then, so you're gonna choose one side. I'm gonna go to my right, so I'll put my left hand under my left shoulder, keep my right arm exactly in that cactus, and roll to the right. And you'll take this top leg up and over, maybe place it on the ground for support. You could rest your head on the floor or on a block. And you're gonna feel this right away, opening up the front of the chest and the front of the shoulder. Press that back hand down into the ground for a little bit of resistance. And I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. So forearm at 90 or just a little less than 90, opposite hand under your shoulder, roll. And you can put this foot on the ground, you can put your head on the ground, press this hand down into the floor. And then roll back, and you stay there for as long as you want to. With that one, you could also play with keeping the arms extended instead of cactus. It takes the stretch into a slightly different place in the shoulder. So it really depends on what your goals are for that. So those are 2 great mobility exercises that you can start to do that help you to open up the shoulder joint and the shoulder girdle, which is this hole from the scapula around to the collarbone and the arm bone. The last exercise that I want to show you is one that I learned from an Instagram video that my friend and colleague Juliet Maris did. And this one is really nice for strength and mobility. So what you're going to do is take that block the wide way in between your elbows, and then the elbows bend at 90 degrees. And then from here, the palms face forward. Squeeze the elbows in, and all you're gonna do is lift and lower that block. Palms face forward the whole time. Lift and lower. You could also play with this with the palms facing in. It's gonna be a little easier. Palms facing forward is mimics down dog a little bit more. So that's gonna be really helpful in your yoga practice, especially opening space in the shoulder in poses like your downward facing dog or your dolphin, any kind of inverted poses. So those are the mobility exercises that I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.